Fury. This is where me and the zombies meet.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is UFC 4. Yes, it is official. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are in the game, as they say. And here it is. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. Now, I'll start this one off with Ned. Ned, because Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are in UFC 4, will that make you buy the game?
Yeah, I check it out. I want to play with AJ a bit, get some knockouts. Play you know.
Oh, pause.
What's going on here?
Reviews and my bad.
Yeah, boy, came out real hard.
Oh, no.
It's video game. I'm talking about a video game, man.
Let's get it, Dad.
I would like to utilize Anthony Joshua's character.
Yo, Trill. Trill. Ned gave new meaning to getting lubed up, bro.
And knocking some characters out, yo. It'd be pretty dope to play with him in the next and Tyson Fury. It's only sad we couldn't get an actual American fighter in there, man. But shout out to Bomb Squad.
Shout out to your paw squad. That's what we should be talking about.
Yo, this video took me
Yo, man, just embrace the love platform, man. It's okay.
I was even in that route. I was just thinking about a video
it's
game,
2020,
man.
bro.
We all play with characters. We play a video game.
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
It's okay.
No wilder. No wilder, y'all. No wilder.
It's okay, brother. Be who you are.
AOG, go ahead, man.
Nah, but yeah, you know what? I wasn't planning on even playing the game, but now that AJ's in there, I actually do want to probably try it out. I won't buy it though, to keep it 100, but I do want to try it out. I will say this though, I think they kind of need to work on Tyson Fury's graphics a bit more. They got AJ down packed. I seen the what they showed, like the little teaser trailers of them. AJ looked good, but the Tyson Fury graphics, I was like, they got to work on Tyson Fury's graphics a bit more to make it look more realistic. But yeah, man, it looks good, and I think it'll be a good look for boxing, especially seeing that this will be marketed towards mixed martial arts fans. Hopefully, they don't make them too one-sided, where you can play as them, but you're going to have a struggle just to beat the UFC characters. If they make it fair where, let's say if they make it realistic, meaning, all right, they're not really good at kicks, but they have, like, the best striking in the game, then that'll be dope. But if they're just putting them in there just to kind of, like, keep them as, like, below average than the UFC fighters, then I'm not for that. So, it all depends. I'll let Ned play it and Ned give us a review.
Punch, takedowns is all like.
That's what I'm saying. It has to. If their takedown percentage is lower than everyone else's, or their kicks are lower than everyone else's, they punching better be the best in the game. You get what I'm saying? So, but hey, man, yeah. If I see it at like a Walmart or Best Buy or something, I'm walking past it, I'll pick up the controllers and. I'll start playing the game, but other than that, nah, I'm not the type to buy that type of game. I'm more of a Street Fighter dude myself. So.
Dollar Bill.
No.
You disappeared on us for a while. It's nice to have you back.
It was getting real confusing. My brother Ned took his love for Joshua to another level.
My brother.
My brother. Nah, I'm not playing the game. I don't want to see Tyson Fury or Joshua rolling around on the ground. Just not me. But shout out to the UFC for allowing these gentlemen to get in there. Maybe they should have did a quarantine game where they allow UFC fighters in certain boxes to get in. I thought that would be dope too. Have the UFC versus boxes. That could be dope. But far as seeing Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua wrestling. I don't want to see them wrestling. I want to see them in a boxing match. But shout outs to the UFC though. You know what I'm saying? Because I do like the UFC. I do like when they stand up and they do, because a lot of people, you know, just gave me a slack. It was like, Trill, you need to be more open-minded. I'm actually a huge fan. I got to put this out here. I'm actually a huge fan. I have somebody in the UFC that I am a huge fanboy of. You know what I'm saying?
Amanda Nunes.
Pardon me?
Amanda Nunes.
She's one. She's number 2. But number 1 is another young lady. She's Polish born, and her name is Joanna. I don't know her last name is JEDRZEJZCZYK. I don't
know what that is.
I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but this young lady is amazing. She's the UFC strawweight champion. She's 13-0. You know what I'm saying? The longest reigning champion, and I'm a fan of her. So I just wanted to shout her out because I do watch UFC, but I only watch her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you wanna watch if AJ got in the octagon oiled up like Ned wants him to be.
I'm not trying to.
Yo, you gotta cut it out, man.
I'm not trying. No, gee, that was a violation.
Forgive me, Dad. Forgive me. I had to, man. All that slack you gave me for Wilder, I had to just pay.
He's saying at least his guy's in the game.
No, I'm not like that. I'm not trying to see. I like Anthony Joshua, but unlike Ned, I'm not trying to see him lubed up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him lubed up.
I want to see him glistening on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
See how he was wrestling, he was tussling all over the ground. You know what I'm saying? When you pin the strong guy down like Joshua. No, I'm not playing the game. I'm not.
We need to bring order. All right, let's get back to the business. Y'all done violated Ned enough. Y'all done talked about Ned enough. Now it's time for Ned to talk about your mama. No, sorry. Check it out, right?
Reggie.
Yeah, so for me, right, I never really buy the UFC games when they first come out. I first played UFC on Dreamcast. It was Sega's failed attempt to compete with PlayStation back in the days. And I played UFC on Dreamcast. You know, when I think about it, though, Dreamcast has some good games. I don't know what happened with Sega, because Dreamcast had 2K for basketball. It had UFC, and it had what's that, like Ready to Rumble. It had some
Rumble
games, yeah.
And it had all the Sonic brands.
Exactly. So this is UFC 2. This is the most recent UFC game that I own. And if you look right here, you see this is pre-owned. I didn't buy this new. $15. No, I got this for $9.99, like a long time ago. But anyways, I'm still on UFC 2. So that means 3 is about to be like $8. So I'll buy 3. And then when Joshua, but look, here's the deal. For me, I don't pay for the UFC games. I really don't. I'm not like a huge UFC fan. There's certain UFC fights that I would watch depending on who's fighting who. But for me, it's just not my thing. But I do watch UFC. I do watch some fights. I've watched some fights. So because Joshua and Fury's in the game, it's not going to make me buy the game. I'm not paying that much money for 2 characters. Now, what I would say is this. If you're going to use the likeness of Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury to sell a UFC game, then that's proof that there's enough people out there that would buy a boxing game. So don't give me this crap that no one's going to buy a boxing game when you're starting to put boxers in this. Look, I see it on this cover, you got Ronda Rousey, Conor McGregor. 2 people ain't even in the game no more. Well, maybe they'll be in the game, but I mean, like in real life, they're not really factors in UFC anymore. So that's when you got to take 2 of boxing. Tyson, Fury, Anthony Joshua to sell your game now. Come on, man. Boxing needs its own game. And this isn't no knock against UFC because like you see, I got the UFC games. Now that UFC 4 is coming out, I'm going to buy UFC 3. But give boxing its own game. That's all I'm saying. Give boxing its own game.
Can we please get our own game? Pretty please. With cherry on top. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It's the Boxing Bros.
Hey,
and
Ned,
please
who's
check
the
out our
first
podcast
character
on all major streaming services.
Hey, Ned, who's the first character you going to play with on UFC?
We been defending like we